0% interest for 7 months, 4.75% rate fixed for 30 years. Those are two of the incentives that this builder is offering. What's going on, guys, and welcome to Somewhere in SoCal. My name is Mike Deblak. On this channel, I show you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal. In today's video, we are back in the city of Winchester, showing you guys some houses that have some really amazing price cuts and awesome incentives, as I just alluded to. So we are at Courts by Taylor Morrison, where we're going to tour 2 of the 3 floor plans they've got. I'm going to hop in there and show you guys those 2 models. We'll hop on a map and show you guys what it's like to actually live here. We'll over schools, shopping, medical care, things to do, all that sort of stuff. So that way, if you like the spot, you can take advantage of those incentives, that 0% interest for 7 months or the 4.75% rate, fixed for 30 years. So both of those are on their website. I don't know exactly what's what, or if they're only ones for towns, ones for courts, whatever. Anyways, today we are on the court side of the community, where the HOA is only $141 a month. On the other side of the community, where it's more like a townhome feel with shared walls, they're at $253 a month. So much cheaper on this side of things, more of a single family home type of feel. You're gonna have access to a community pool that they're building, walking trails, parks, all that sort of stuff included with the HOA here. The other thing, we're on the lower side of property taxes here, right? A lot of the new builds that I deal with this channel are around 2%. This community here, we're looking at 1.6%. That includes special assessments, Melrose, all that sort of stuff. So like I said, on the lower end of the taxes compared to everything else that I've seen in the area. All right, so like I said, we're going to tour these 2 houses. We'll hop on a map and show you all the stuff. All right, just want to remind you guys, though, before we do that, that this is a show I post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. So if you like this sort of stuff, we're going to show you new houses, new communities, showing you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal. If you like the stuff, do the stuff, like, subscribe, tap that notification bell. That way you stay up to date on everything going on in this local area. The other thing, this is a show I post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. I believe this is my 90th consecutive Saturday in a row where I posted something for you. So if you like the sort of stuff, do the stuff, like, subscribe, tap that notification bell. That way you stay up to date on everything going on in the local area. The one last thing before we dive into these houses, alrighty, these are I guess there's 2 last things. These are replay videos from when I was there last year. So I look a little, my beard's darker. I actually have hair in these videos. All right. So when I'm walking through it, it's from a year ago. All right. But the pricing, I'll do, insert each of these like at this desk with the updated pricing and everything like that. So, but just know that this was filmed about a year ago. The other part of this, I have a really awesome resource for you guys. I know if you're watching this video, you probably are into new builds and stuff like that. I do resale as well, but I'm gonna put a little QR code above this shoulder up here. That is a really cool website. I actually use that to do a lot of research for you when you guys come out and do all that. And even when I'm filming my videos and that sort of thing, just to get some information. So this link right here is gonna have all of the, or not all, but like 90% of the new builds that are going on in the area. It'll have like just the model homes. It'll have some quick move-in type information. So you can make a little account here. All right. I'll probably just pop by and say hi. Right. But it's super like, if you don't want to call me directly, make an account there. And when you're ready, you'll reach out. I know you will. I'm not going to bug you because people sign up for this thing every day and they call me when they're ready. So I'm not going to bug you. I might just say hi once and that's it. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this tour started. Alrighty, guys. So the first house we're going to step into is the Plan 1. This one right here is going to be 1,846 square feet. We have 3 beds, 2.5 bathrooms. Now this one right here, you're gonna save $75,000 on right now. All right, they've got this one as low as $464,000 ready to go now. So let's go ahead and dive into this one.
Oh, man, the AC feels real nice. Like the weather today. All right, so we're gonna have our stairs right here as we enter. We'll kind of just give you guys a nice little pan of the downstairs right here. So we have a nice little dining area right here set up. We've got our living room right here. Really like the setup in here. We're gonna have our kitchen area. Got a pretty good size island. You'll notice the 4 chairs here. Pretty good sized living space downstairs here. Yeah, white fixtures as well. Those are pretty cool. You got lots of counter space. Cabinets in the back. Love that. Black fixtures there. You'll notice these guys still have the gas range here. On this way, we've got our walk-in pop-in pantry right here. That fridge area, and then we got the upgraded flooring throughout. Really gives it a nice, cool vibe in here. Oh, check out the backyard. Nope. It is locked down, it looks like. Anyways. So you see here, this is gonna be a blank canvas, all the dirt usually, but you know, a little bit of space back here. You know, kind of more than your average townhome feel. All right. You know, it's a nice little entryway I forgot to point out earlier. And then we're gonna have this is currently the sales office, but this is our way to the garage. A little storage closet right here. And then you're gonna have a half bathroom downstairs, kind of right as we entered here. So you got your toilet and your sink and all that good stuff. Now let's go head upstairs. You'll see they did the extended flooring all the way up the stairs here. And some art on the way up too. Nice big window like that. And then you'll see right down there, there's the new shopping center. There's some McDonald's, there's Chipotle, Starbucks. Other side of the community over there. Got really cool views. So as we get to the top, I don't know that I want to call this a loft area per se, but maybe we will. So a nice little chill spot up here. They got this set up as like a workstation right there. All right, we're gonna start right here with bedroom number 1. So an average size bedroom. We got our closet right here. Window letting the natural light in. We're over to bathroom number 2. All right, so we got a full bathroom here. Your sink, your toilet, your shower tub combo. Everything you need right there. We'll see bedroom number 2 right here. This one feels pretty big right now. I don't know if it's because it's, you know, the furniture is smaller with it being set up as a nursery or not. This is a pretty cool theme for a nursery with the Born Be Wild with the little giraffe and the lion. And a little pop of color there too. Pretty cool setup in here for the nursery. One thing I do want to point out is we are a little bit closer than normal on some of these. I call these high five neighbors when you reach across the way and just give them a high five across. So the houses are a little bit close together. Go up through here. Before we get to the master, we've got our laundry room. So you got those built-in shelves over here. Get your washer, dryer hookups there. You got those cabinets up top. So lots of space in here. Pretty good sized laundry room. Going back to our master bedroom. This thing's huge. All right, for being under 2,000 square feet, this is a really good sized master bedroom. I really do like the wallpaper, the accent wall back here. That's pretty cool. I like it. All right. You got your area for the TV over there. You got that window letting in some natural light. You got the master bathroom. You got your little throne area right here. One thing to keep in mind, right? There's no doors right now, but there will be a door here once they actually, if you were to buy the house, put a door here. They just do this for the model purposes. All right, you got his and her sinks, so dual sinks there. You got your stand-up shower right there with little benches or footrests or whatever. I do like that black trim. All right, and then we'll go into the closet right here. All right, pretty decent sized closet. All right, so I don't think I can do the full spin test because it's not really long, but you know, I'm standing in the middle. I got good space here. So, I don't know. I think it gets the job done.
All right, so next up, we're gonna dive into their plan to, this one right here is 2,151 square feet. We got 4 beds, 2.5 bathrooms. You're gonna save over $70,000 again. This one is $73,000 of a price cut, and this comes in at $484,000.
Come on in. All right, so lots to digest as we get here. So we can go to the right, we go up the stairs and do all that stuff there. We'll do that later. All right, or we can walk straight on through here into basically our great room. So I got a nice little dining area set up here. Ooh, I really like the texture on this wall. That's pretty cool. I do like that. All right, so your dining area set up there. We have a really good sized living room with the light fixture up top there, that chandelier thing. And then we've got our kitchen over here. I really like the pop out. Everything ties in, like the darker flooring than the last one. We got the nice countertops, the gray cabinets. This flows really nicely. Yeah, there's a good little feel here. So our little coffee station right there. That's where I put my Keurig probably. Have our pop-in pantry right there. Lots of space in here. And get this. Lots of cabinets, countertops. And then you got the slurring my words. I have the backsplash right there. You guys can't tell, my voice is a little off. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. All right, but I got to stay on track, on schedule with my show every week. So here I am for you guys, getting some content filmed, showing you guys a new neighborhood, new spot. So really cool setup here. I like this right here because obviously you're going to be entertaining and stuff right here. Maybe have people over. You got the TV over there and the dining area right there. So there's a really cool homey feel to this. It feels very cozy. All right, and check out the backyard again. It is locked, right? But you'll see kind of just for inspiration and what they did with the space. So a lot more space than you would generally expect in a townhome type thing. All right, we'll go on down that hallway over here. Before we head upstairs, there's gonna be your garage entrance right here. We'll walk down this way. Gonna have a little storage area under the stairs. We got our movie theater. Love to see that. All right, and then we've got a half bathroom at the end of the hallway here. So, and right as we entered the house, you do have like that guest bathroom or that downstairs bathroom right here for people to use the facilities. Now we'll head upstairs. You'll see we got that wood going up throughout. In the meantime, while I'm walking upstairs, all right, if you like anything you see, be sure to go ahead and reach out. My phone number is gonna be on the screen right now. I would love to be your local guide to the area and show you guys, basically, good options for you guys. I've been to dozens, hundreds, whatever of these models, and I'm able to show you guys like, you like X, Y, and Z, and it might not be this community, but I know where some things are that can be good fits for you. So go ahead and reach out if you are interested in anything. Anyways, all right, so we're at the top of the stairs. We've got our loft area up here. So a nice little, you're gonna call it loft. It's on the miniature size, but it is kind of, with a townhome style, that is kind of pretty good size, I guess. All right, we'll walk up here. This is gonna be bedroom number 1. It's staged as an office right now. I'll be real, it does feel a little bit on the smaller side to be a bedroom. Really good setup as an office. I think this is very functional, but as a bedroom, it does feel a little tight. Hop over here. I have our bathroom number 2, our first full bathroom though. So you got the 2 sinks, the dual sinks, shower tub combo, you got your toilet. Really cool setup there. Across the hallway over here, we're gonna have bedroom number 2. I have the count in my head. All right, so bedroom number 2, just your average size bedroom, right? Got your little high five neighbors right there. At least there's a window over there. Okay, so just kind of an average size room. Not too big, not too small. Next door to that, we're gonna have bedroom number 3. All right, so this one, once again, just kind of your average size room. It does feel kind of wide, maybe wider than normal. I like that little skateboard thing too. And we got our window right here, checking out our neighbor's house. Got our closet there. Really nice setup here. Just like kind of I don't know, cozy room. Across the hall over here, we have our laundry room. So you got the washer dryer hookups here. You got these built-in shelves, and you got those cabinets up top. And we'll flow on into the master bedroom. All right, so I don't know, it kind of feels weird with this little area, that wall that jets out, but pretty good sized room aside from this little thing. All right, but you do have an area for the TV up there. You got that big window, let the natural light in. So pretty good sized room right here. We'll walk into the master bathroom. So similar setup to the last house, we're gonna have our throne area right here. You got the stand-up shower over here. You got the his and her sinks, the big mirror, and then we've got our walk-in closet. So once again, I'm not going to be able to spin because it's short this way, right? But there's tons of space, on this rod right here. So lots of space here. in this closet.
All right, guys, so next up, I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to hop on the map and show you guys what it's like to actually live here. Go over school, shopping, medical care, things to do, all that sort of stuff. So anyways, let's go ahead and dive into the map. Alrighty, so where the heck are we? So this little dot right here is where we're at in this video. We are in the city of Winchester, which is east of Menifee, really just right above the hump here. So you see this little hump that goes up right here, like whoop, that's where Menifee turns into Winchester. And there's all kinds of growth happening in Winchester. I like to call Winchester Menifee 2.0. So we'll get into that in a little bit. So we're just east of Menifee, north of French Valley and Murrieta and Temecula and all those sorts of areas. So anyways, let's go ahead and zoom into this and talk a little bit about the shopping and schools and all that kind of stuff. So you see we're right off the Dominigoni Parkway, which is the same thing as Newport Road, which is the same thing as if you come out the 15 as Railroad Canyon Road. All right, so it's one street that changes its names multiple times. And actually a lot of the main streets in this area do that same thing where they change the name 2 or 3 times. So it's kind of confusing at first, but you'll get used to it. Anyways, so I'm going to talk about shopping first, all right? So right on the corner up here, there's a brand new shopping center that's basically in the same parking lot almost. When I say parking lot, you know, back roads of the neighborhood here, where you can get into this shopping center that's being built here. So on the corner of Winchester and Dominigoni, they've got Starbucks, they've got McDonald's, they've got Panda Express, they've got Chipotle, there's a dental office, they've got all kinds of stuff coming. They're also building a gas station that's kind of right here. So that gas station will basically be done here, I'm going to guess by the end of summer. There's, you know, made good progress the last time I was over there. And then kind of up here, they're going to build more shops, like a really nice size shopping center with a major grocery store that's going to go there. So in theory, we are just a little bit away from having every single thing you need, like for you know, normal living. All right here on the corner, probably like a minute away. All right, but in the meantime, for now, all right, we'll just do the closest shopping. The closest shopping center for now. All right, we'll just Stater Brothers on Newport. All right, down the corner here in Menifee. It's about an 8-minute drive down here. Not that you need Starbucks is right there, but they got Starbucks, they got Del Taco, McDonald's, which you already have in that current parking lot. Like I said, Del Taco, CVS, there's Mountain Mike's Pizza, all kinds of stuff going on there. And then across the way, there's a gas station up here currently. And over here, you've got Archibald's, which is a pretty cool little drive-through spot, almost like think of like a Red Robin, but a drive-through. So like restaurant quality with a drive-through is kind of how I like to say it. But you will wait restaurant times in the drive-through. It takes forever for some reason, but I do that every once in a while when I really feel like it. The French fries are really good too. All right, anyway, so that's there for now. Then I'll do Target. All right, the Four Corners in Menifee is like the main shopping area. It's about a 15-minute drive, 10 to 15 minutes down into, you know, that Four Corners area, as I like to call it. So the bottom left quadrant here, you got your Target, Lowe's, you got In-N-Out Burger, Best Buy, Kohl's, Home Goods, so all kinds of stuff there. BJ's Brewhouse, Crumble Cookies. You got a couple banks in there. Bushfire Kitchen's awesome. Hana Sushi, Crumble. Ike's Sandwich Shop is up in here. You got Panda Express and Wingstop and Chipotle. So all kinds of options in this shopping center here. Then across the way here, you got an Aldi. You got Buffalo Wild Wings, Sonic, Krispy Kreme, all kinds of stuff there. And then on this top left quadrant, you got Texas Roadhouse. You've got Chick-fil-A. Jersey Mike's, Flame Broiler, Applebee's. I think I said Chick-fil-A already, but if I didn't, I'll say it again. All right, then this top right quadrant, you got Raising Cane's. There's an all-you-can-eat sushi spot right next to it called Sapporo. All right, so Sapporo, I actually go anytime I close a real estate deal. So anytime I help one of you guys get a house, just to celebrate, I go to sushi with my family. All right, so I love sushi. You got Barron's Market here. There's also Blaze Pizza, Coffee Bean, all kinds of stuff there. And on the bottom right side of the quadrant, you're gonna have Ralph's, Jack in the Box, Subway, Taco Bell. But the main things on this side, Savage Chef is my favorite restaurant in all of Menifee. Really in this whole area, to be honest with you. So they got award-winning chefs. They're really cool, creative menu, nice bar menu as well. And there's also Michi Tacos over here too. So pretty good food options. But this is the main hub of Menifee right here. And you know, with these houses here in Winchester we're looking at today, you're less than 15 minutes there. All right, but then as we go further down Newport Road, you got more food options. All right, you've got another little shopping center thing here with Starbucks. You got Dave's Hot Chicken. There's a poke place, probably my favorite poke place in this area. There's Chronic Tacos. Then you go further down, Luna Grill. You've got, I believe, Panera's there, Olive Garden. There's a Wendy's. You've got Sprouts. There's also Tacos and Tequila. That's one of my favorite like Mexican food spots in this whole area. So just a pretty good location as far as how close we are with this community here. But next up, I'll show you guys other stuff. Let's go to Costco. All right, so Costco in Murrieta is a little bit less than 20 minutes from this location. There's another, pretty good sized shopping center there. So if you're someone who needs to go to Costco, we'll do the Promenade Temecula, which is like the normal mall in the area, about 25-ish minutes there. That's your most like traditional mall with like the food court, the department stores. They got Dick's Sporting Goods, Round One Bowling and Arcade, lots of restaurants on the perimeter out there. They got an Apple store, Lululemon, Yard House, all kinds of stuff. Movie theater out there, and lots of movie theater things around there. So you probably got 4 or 5 different movie theaters within 5 minutes of the mall. So lots of different food options, shopping options right here. We'll do Pachanga next. We are about half an hour from Pachanga. So whether you want to go casino, play golf, go to the awesome pool area, or anything really with that resort style living, go to the nice restaurants. We're looking at about a 30-minute drive there. Next up, let's just do shopping. Let's go hospitals. So we've got the Menifee Global Medical Center. All right, that's about a 12-minute drive. So you got like a minor emergency. I said this loose. A minor emergency, you're free to go there. But we'll go to Loma Linda. All right, Loma Linda is about a 20-minute drive. So Loma Linda Medical Center there. And we also got Kaiser facility that's just north of that. So the Kaiser facility is about a 17-minute drive. So you got lots of different medical options, pretty close by. All right, so next up, we'll go over schools. So we are zoned to Winchester Elementary School, which is a whopping 6-minute drive. So super, super close there. That's actually right next to my kids. Literally, there's Winchester Park right there. I'm actually on the board there. So if you have a baseball player or you're moving in the area, Winchester Little League, or not Winchester, Menifee Valley Little League, you'll run into me there, but it's at Winchester Park. Alrighty, so we have that. We got Rancho Viejo Middle School. Now this is going to be a little bit of a further drive. All right, so they're talking about, there's more schools coming to this area as far as middle school and high school. But for now, you're zoned to Rancho Viejo, which is in the city of Hemet, which is about a 20-minute drive, unfortunately. I have heard several success stories of people getting transfers to other schools that are closer. So take that for what it's worth. All right, and then Taquitos High School is going to be right across the street from that. Yep, basically a 20-minute drive there. So middle school, high school, pretty far away. Elementary school, relatively close. And then we'll do, I guess we'll do Santa Rosa Academy. All right, you can get the lottery there. Preferential stuff to people who live in Menifee, actually. All right, but 15 minutes away from Santa Rosa Academy if you're lucky enough to get in there. And then we got Mount Santa Cinta College for anyone that needs to attend in JC, about 10 minutes away there. So schools are, other than high school and middle school, relatively close. Let's do, I guess, just the airports now. All right, so we got Ontario Airport because that's the closest or the easiest in and out. All right, we're about 50 minutes from there. I'll do Palm Springs. So I think that's going to be the second closest. About an hour and 5 there. Once again, guys, I do these as just points of reference. So you'll probably never fly out of the Palm Springs Airport, but someone that's watching this video will. But if you're not watching this, it's at least a good point of reference. Like, all right, Palm Springs is about an hour and 5 minutes away. So whether you want to go to the resorts, any casinos out there, or play golf or something like that, you just know it's about an hour and 5 minutes away. All right, next up, we'll do San Diego. All right, San Diego is about an hour and 20 minutes away. All right, you'll see lots of red right there. I actually drove to San Diego, went down to that new Gaylord resort down there for the weekend, and it was about an hour and 20 down by the border down here. So I think there's probably just a little bit of traffic today. So hour 15, hour and 20 to the San Diego airport. We'll go John Wayne Airport next. Same thing, hour 10, hour 15, and then LAX, we're looking at an hour and 45-ish to get there. So that's just it for like the points of reference and airports and that sort of thing. I do like to wrap this thing up with fun things to do. So we'll get Disneyland. Disneyland is about an hour and 15 minutes away. We'll do the beaches last. We'll hit Shores Beach, hour 15. Seems like everything's an hour 15 from here. The ocean side, I'm gonna guess an hour and 5, let's guess. Oh, 2 minutes off. Hour and 3 minutes there, and we'll do Dana Point Harbor for something in Orange County, about an hour and 25-ish minutes there.
So we did schools, shopping, things to do, airports. I didn't really do commute time, so let me just do this. We'll go back to, let's do Savage Chef because that's right by the airport there. All right, so the last thing I'll leave you with is that we're about 10 minutes from the freeway on-ramp right here to the 215 freeway. So yeah, if you need to commute, that's what that is. Anyways, let's wrap this video up.
All right, guys, so that wraps this video up. We went ahead and retoured, I guess, the two of the three models they've got available here. We're looking at, shoot, almost $150,000 in savings between these two floor plans right now. So looked into those two of those three floor plans that are available right now. I showed you the models there, hopped on a map, showed you guys what it was like to actually live here, went over schools, shopping, medical care, things to do, all that sort of good stuff. So like I always say, if you like anything you saw today, make sure you go ahead and reach out, whether you want to come out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, or whenever. I would love to be your local guide to the area and help you find your somewhere in SoCal, whether it's here or somewhere else. All right, guys, so I'm getting constant emails about all the deals and price cuts and agents calling me and texting me. So I've got really good relationships out here. This isn't just like, not blowing smoke, okay? I've helped hundreds of you guys move out here. I would like to help you as well. So like I said, go ahead and reach out if you want my help. You want me in your back pockets, help you negotiate the best deal and, you know, work some really good incentives for you. All right. And speaking of good incentives, these guys got great incentives right now. So as I mentioned on the opening, all right, they got two things I read on the website. I'm not exactly sure what's what, but I read 0% interest for 7 months. All right. The other thing I read was a 4.75% rate fixed for 30 years. All right, both of those are phenomenal. Alrighty, so whichever one of those is active, or if it's a pick and choose type thing, we will go ahead and figure that out. But either way, it is an amazing deal there. All right, before I wrap this video up, just two things on real quick. The taxes and HOA, just want to recap there, 1.6% on the taxes, which is on the on the low side for the new builds out here. Most of them are closer to 2%, so getting a pretty good deal for the tax rate here. That includes special assessments, Mellorews, all that sort of stuff. All right, and the other thing is HOA. It's $141 a month. Guys, on the other side of the community, it's called Courts and Towns. We looked at Courts today. On the town side, where they have like shared walls, like townhome style, all right, theirs is over $250 a month for basically the same amenities in a way. So now for the HOA, you got that community pool that they're building. There's walking trails, there's parks, all kinds of stuff. And with this location here, you're in a good spot, really close to shopping, and really good convenience down into everything that Menifee has to offer. All right, the last thing before I leave you, just want to remind you guys that this is a show I post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. So it's about the sort of stuff from touring new houses, new communities, showing you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal. Shoot, and even giving you guys all the price cuts and keeping you guys up to date with all the information and really giving you guys a lot of stuff that can help you guys save a lot of money. If you like the stuff, do the stuff, like, subscribe, tap the notification bell. That way you stay up to date on everything going on in this local area. Anyways, YouTube's gonna go ahead and put a video over this shoulder. If you like this video, you'll probably like that one, and I'll see you now.